Hi guys, it's Chris with City Gear Homestead, and now another day of trying to make something from stuff we have in the pantry to use it up. I don't know how it's going to turn out, because I'm just making it up. So if you could, make sure you like, share, subscribe, add comments. Everything helps. So I found, matter of fact, I'm going to use something tomorrow with a different one, but I found the Spanish rice in my fridge, my cupboard. And so it's Taco Tuesday. We can use Spanish rice, right? So what it says to do, because I've never done this one before, is you're going to melt that 2 tablespoons of butter. And you want to kind of just brown up your rice a little bit. It's rice and vermicelli, I think is what it says. So let me get that browned up and I'll be right back. Alright, so now you want to add their spice mix. I'm hoping this turns out good, because it hasn't been until recently that we've even kind of liked rice, so that I actually bought that kind of stuff is funny. So, and then we're going to add in, slowly it says, 2 cups of water. You have to let me know if you've ate it before. I've never had it. So maybe it's time to try, right? Now you're going to also add 1 can of diced tomatoes. Look at that. Alright. Now we want to turn that down to medium low for 15 to 20 minutes until the rice is done. So I'm going to set it first for 15 minutes. Alright, so we need something to go with that. So I do have those onions left from the other day that I diced all up. So we're going to use the rest of those up. I'm going to start those up now. Alrighty. Then I have my last can of Spam, which is the unbranded kind, but that's okay. Let's see if I can get it out of there. Better than last time. I think somebody said about puncturing a hole in the bottom. 1 second. My goodness, that worked. So now I want this to be little dices. So we're going to get this all diced up. Now I'm going to ask you guys for some help. You know, I'll put in an order and I'll think, I don't have any instant potatoes. Well, now I got a half a cupboard full. And I've got, like, I put them in packages because they had just hit the date of stuffing. But I took them out of their box and I put them in a bag and sucked all the air out of them, so they should last for a while. So if you know any recipes with, you know, baked mashed potatoes and stuffing, let me know, because maybe I can make something out of those too. I've done as many potatoes have I had, and I was still ordering them. But you know, if you don't keep that cupboard organized, like my working pantry back here, I can see what's on there. You know, it's just on a shelf. It's not, it's wide open. You know what I mean? So I can see everything that I'm doing and that I have. But when you get in your closed cupboard, that's a different story. Completely different story. But I'm just trying to find the things that, you know, it's not like the date's close, so I don't need to do it right away or anything, but I do want to start getting more pantry things, because like the corn that I used yesterday, I got them back in 22. So, you know, it's not that they're bad, because believe me, you can keep canned goods for a long time. But, you know, I want to start getting some of that stuff used up. And then over Christmas, Tom is actually going to, the girl across the street is supposed to help him. But they're going to get, you know, the pantry, everything washed down, and downstairs anyway. And that's a lot. Believe me, there's a lot down there. And get an accurate count of everything that I have. Because, you know, after I cleaned out these cupboards, you guys, it's like, I know how many orders I put in, you know, well, I don't know the exact number, but, you know, to think, man, I already had that. And if your grocery bill is already tight, you don't want to be buying duplicates of stuff that you already have. That just, you know what I mean? That's very frustrating. And I don't want to do any more of that. Not that it won't ever happen again, because I'm sure it will. But you don't want to, you know, do your money like that. So, if you get some time, organize that pantry or your cupboard or whatever it happens to be. Get all this mixed together here. And I want to brown that Spam. Alright, I'm going to wash my hands and I'll be back. Alright, so now I got this pushed off to the side. And I added 5 more minutes to the rice because it didn't look done. Well, it was 3 minutes from being done and it didn't look like it's close. So I went ahead and added it to get to the 20. Now I'm going to make this like a fried rice. So we're going to break up those eggs. I know, I don't know if this is going to be good or not. I don't know. Just kind of just using stuff out of the cupboard and hoping it turns out. I'm not going to add any salt to that because that Spam already has a lot of salt in it. So that's what we have so far. I hope this turns out good. You know, because it's nice if you can take a few things from your cupboard and, you know, I like those people that goes, don't worry, dinner's ready in 5 minutes. And they go in their cupboard and it's like, and their dinner's done. You know, it's like, okay, I want that talent. Because how many times in adulthood even, if we went to the cupboards and there's like, there's nothing there to make. We do that all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what we think of right then. Like, oh, I could make goulash out of that or whatever. That's something that we're used to making. But how often do we just take stuff out of the cupboard and go, okay, I'm going to make this into a meal today. Now, I'm using corn because that usually goes good in Mexican dishes, but it's the only frozen vegetable that I had open in the freezer, so we're going to use corn. Because we're going to just kind of make this into an all-around one dish. Even though we're using 2 dishes and dirtying them both up, but chiropractor is going to have to work with my thumb and my hands again. There isn't much strength in them right now. It's just crazy. Alright, so we got about 4 minutes left on that rice. I'm going to turn this down and let that corn get thawed out. And I'll be right back. Well, that turned out pretty. Look at that. Now we're going to add that concoction to it. And get that all mixed together. I mean, what the heck, you guys, you know? Like, what's the worst thing it can do is taste bad? And what's the best thing? It tastes good. And you cook it again sometime. Alright. I think it's still really pretty. It's nice and colorful. Alright. I really hope this turns out, because you hate to create something and then have it taste like crap. You know what I mean? Like, it's piping hot right now. That actually tastes really good. I'm really surprised. If you wanted to add cayenne or something, if you wanted it spicier, you could. But actually, that is really good. And all the flavors are melded together, so I won't know for sure what time Tom comes home tonight because, well, he forgot his phone. So I won't know until he walks through the door. So I'm going to put that back on the stove and leave the top on it. But I think it's going to be really, really good. I think he likes it. And actually, after you swallow it, you do get a little bit of a bite to it afterwards. So it does have a little bit of seasoning in it. That's good. So, who knew? 2 cans and 1 box, and we created a whole meal. I mean, I guess it can happen. So, you guys will have to let me know what you think about it in the comments below. But I'll be back when Tom gets home and we'll let him taste it. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
There's dinner. You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Spam fried Spanish rice.
I haven't tasted any spam yet.
Oh, it's all mixed in there, believe me.
Okay.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
So I just took stuff that we had in the cupboard that needed to be used up.
Yep.
I used Spam, and I used the rice, and a can of tomatoes, some corn, and the leftover onions I had. A couple eggs. Pretty good?
Yeah, joy.
All right, we got another one coming tomorrow. Gonna use that stuff up. So you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a great night. Well, if you guys ever get down to Hillsdale, stop in at Convoni's Pizza and Grinders. He's been my customer for a lot of years, and he made me a half a sub, and I'm taking half of that home. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're a big sub. So I'll be back when I get ready to start dinner. I got an hour and a half back home.